Hello, and thank you for your interest in our overnight team lead fire watch position. My name is Christy Smith, and I'm the Executive Director of Severe Weather Shelter Network. In this video, we'll be going over some information about the ministry and then specifics about the position we are hiring for. Severe Weather Shelter Network is now in its 11th season. We are a Christian nonprofit who bases their values on Matthew 25, verse 40. That verse reads, "The King will reply, 'Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me.' It is not required to be of any particular faith or a follower in order to be employed by us. You only need to be aware that we do pray before our meals and with our guests when requested." All of our shelter locations are in churches, and we currently shelter in all of Jefferson County and Western Arapahoe County. That area is broken up into 3 different regions. So our South region covers Littleton, Inglewood, Centennial, and Sheridan. And the shelter location is in Inglewood near Hamden and Broadway. Our central region includes Lakewood, Golden, and Edgewater. And that shelter location is in Lakewood, located near Alameda and Wadsworth. Our north region includes Arvada and Wheat Ridge, and we have 2 churches that we shelter in our north region in Arvada. Both churches are located very close to the Old Town Arvada area. We would like you to be available to work in all 3 regions. However, we will try to assign you to the region that is closest to your home whenever possible. We provide emergency overnight shelter on severe weather shelter nights beginning October 1st through the end of April. The weather criteria that we're looking for in order to open up the emergency shelter is 32 degrees or colder with active moisture during the sheltering hours for 2 hours or more during the night, or 20 degrees and colder without any active moisture, but still for 2 hours or more during the night. These determinations are made at 8 a.m. and will be posted no later than 9 a.m. Notifications go out via email, are posted on our website and our social media pages. If you're not receiving the email notification, please go to our website, to our homepage, scroll all the way down, and sign up for our newsletter. This will also get you the weather alert emails. We currently serve adults 18 years of age or older who are single or married without children. Any families with children that come to us are referred out to other agencies that serve families. All of our guests do need to have the ability to get up and down off of the floor under their own power, and they must be able to pass our background check criteria. We're looking for any type of violent offense against another person within the last year or a history of. If we find that that person is not a fit for our shelter system, and we try to find another option for that guest. There are also no animals allowed at shelter. However, we do have a wonderful partnership with Foothills Animal Shelter, who has agreed to keep our guests' animals during the time that our guests are sheltering with us. At registration, our guests also have to sign off that they agree to our guest expectation rules. Some of these rules include locking up their possessions for the night, which will be returned to them the following morning, and also being in control of their body, their attitude, being respectful. If you'd like a complete list of the guest expectations, please contact your shelter manager and they'll be happy to email that to you. When we have declared that it is a severe weather shelter night, we send out an email to the entire network by 9 a.m. This email will let everyone know if the shelter will be open, and this will alert you as to whether or not you are needed to work that night. On shelter nights, we have 2 people that serve in the overnight host position. Both people arrive at 7 p.m. and stay overnight. The 2 people take turns, with one person being awake the first half of the night while the other one sleeps, and then switching places midway through the night. Overnight employees arrive at shelter at 7 p.m. You're welcome to have dinner with our volunteers and guests. The shelter manager may have some specific things that you can help with, such as helping the guests to get their bedding bags. It could be setting up or tearing down tables and chairs. If needed, it could be helping to serve dinner. The shelter manager will be at the shelter until about 8 p.m. They'll give you any specific instructions you may need for the night. Once the shelter manager leaves, you are then responsible for letting all of the guests know at 9 p.m. that that's now quiet time, and you will be turning out most of the lights, and the doors will be locked until morning. You'll keep watch over our guests as they sleep. You'll also do a fire watch walk once per hour throughout the night. Your most important job duty is to keep eye over our guests and make sure there isn't any type of medical emergency or any type of assistance that they might need. In the morning, overnights help to wake up our guests at 5:30 a.m. You may be asked to prepare coffee and set out breakfast for the morning. The shelter manager will arrive again in the morning around 6 a.m. and will give the guests instructions for helping to clean up the building. We do ask that our overnight staff help the shelter manager with any remaining cleaning or pickup that needs to be done after the guests leave. And we normally try to have all of our overnight staff leave the church building around 7:30 a.m., but no later than 8 a.m. Overnight hosts should bring their own sleeping gear, including a blanket, pillow, a mat, or a mattress if desired. This position pays $18 per hour and averages about $225 per night. This is a seasonal position available October through the end of April and is on call when it is severe weather and the shelter is open. Employees must have reliable transportation and feel comfortable traveling to work in severe weather conditions. It's important that the people who work this position are capable of de-escalating situations and showing kindness to our guests. I hope you found this overview to be helpful in learning more about this position. If you're still interested in applying, please email Erica to set up an interview. Erica's email is erika@swshelternetwork.com.